We welcome all of you today at the 7th IESS in Chennai. We just had the inaugural program, and as it's announced that there are 350 exhibitors who have come. There are approximately 500 delegates from overseas, from 45 countries, who are attending the show. And we are indeed privileged to have Czech Republic as our partner country. And we have the Honorable Minister for Industries from Czech Republic with us. This is a good opportunity for you to ask questions if you have. And please come. Everyone, please be seated. And this is a startup of a program where India and Czech Republic can actually get together. There are already several companies working in India. Some of the beautiful cars that you will see at the Czech Republic booth are actually made with the technology from Czech Republic and made in India. And I request the Honourable Minister to first share his brief experience of being in India, working with India, and then we will open the House for more questions and answers. So over to Mr. Honourable Minister.
Thank you very much for the floor, ladies and gentlemen, friends, representatives of the press. I am very glad and honored to be you, and I will be inform you about my, from the one side, longer, from the other side, very short business trip in India with my colleagues from the Czech business side. I am very appreciating that we had possibility started our business trip in the main city VII. I met this ambassador and my colleagues with my delegation on the highest level of the representatives of ministries which are allocated to me, or maybe one step, maybe more, like the Ministry of Transport and others, Commerce, Industry and Foreign Affairs. It's a very pleasure meeting for me because we were talking not about the business but about the philosophy of the relations between our countries. We had the ceremonies in the Czech and Tamil expositions, and I would like to say that, and if I was going a little fast because this pushed us, I could see many progress from the Indian side too, that it's possible on this level, like the photovoltaics, accumulating systems, smart grids and other, in which we can develop in the future. My role is here to develop and discover the potential which are existing between our countries. The numbers between our mutual business is $1 billion, 1.5 billion US dollars. Is not so much. We will have to support it, maybe another business that will be increasing this kind of numbers. I said it in Aurangabad when I will come here, not like the minister, maybe personally in India, the number will be 10 times. It's my personal wish, and I would like to ask my very good friends and colleagues, Czech ambassador in India, if you like some maybe edit from my speech. Thank you for it.
Thank you very much, and thanks to media for the interest they have shown in the Czech Republic. Indeed, I would like to join Honorable Minister in extending my sincerest gratitude to the authorities of Tamil Nadu for successfully organizing this edition of what apparently is one of the most prestigious engineering shows in India. I would also like to congratulate the ministry with which we have been developing extremely fruitful cooperation for a decade. But last but not least, the EPC guys. We have been working together for so many years. Whatever we say, we try to be up to our words. We committed ourselves to be here, to have the delegation represented by the minister, and despite his tight schedule, he's here. And instead of spending 2 days, he in fact spent nearly 1 week in India, traveling, talking to his counterparts, as we just heard, union ministers of commerce and industry, railways and coal, power and renewables energy, heavy industry, state minister of foreign affairs, but, and this is something I as ambassador appreciate a lot, he has been available to talk to businesses, both to those Czech companies which develop their activities here across the country, but he has been a very good listener, interacting with Indian counterparts. And we have organized a series of B2B meetings together with VII, with the PhD chamber, and today with the EPC. And I believe that $1.5 billion, well, it depends very much on the angle. I believe that it reflects tremendous efforts that is being deployed by Czech companies and their Indian counterparts. I'm grateful to the minister for setting really high level of ambition. Definitely our companies will need to have a bit more time, but at the same time I have to underline that for us, and I believe for Indians as well, it is not just trade. It is also investment. It is also about the research and development cooperation. It is about student exchanges, and definitely it is about people-to-people contacts. And believe me, these days we will be talking quite a lot about figures, about our trade and investment flows, but you should also know that people-to-people contacts are very high on the agenda of both countries' authorities. And definitely, being in Tamil Nadu, our ambition is to increase the visibility of the Czech Republic in this beautiful part of India. Thank you very much.
So thank you, sir, for the kind words and the encouragement to the business that you are promoting. Now the floor is open for questions. Anybody has any questions to the minister or to the ambassador? You can please. Yes. Can the photographers please be on a side? If yeah.
How much is India's contribution and how much is from the other side?
Would you?
You know, for us, the most important is that it is a two-way avenue. We run a deficit in our trade with India, meaning that it import goods worth of 800 million US dollars, and we export goods equal to 700, so 100 million USD difference. But I tell you honestly, this is not a major issue. For us, in today's world, the most important is to create good partnerships. And the most important is to have partners that can help you increase your own competitiveness, that can help you increase your capacity to innovate. And I believe that from this perspective, the Czech Republic, I believe, is ideally positioned to assist India in its ambitions to become yet another global manufacturing hub. We talk about industry. Ministries alluded to Industry 4.2, 4.0 era. But to be honest, we as a highly industrial country, we can understand perfectly the objective under the Make in India. We do have one of the highest industry to GDP ratios. It is more than 30%. So we know how important the industry is for the economy of the country. And turning back to your question, well, in our bilateral trade flows, both countries benefit from their comparative advantages, but also from the fact that we do have too many investors on both sides. Indian investors doing extremely well in the Czech Republic, but also their Czech counterparts benefiting from the initiatives like Make in India, Digital India, Smart Cities, and some others.
I would like to edit only the example, the concrete steps which we made. In Delhi, we had a meeting with the pharmaceutics companies, which are, for my meaning, very strong and very good potential exporters to the Czech Republic. I had a meeting yesterday with one of our colleagues from the Indian delegation, and we were talking about the healthcare equipments, which is possible maybe exported to the Czech Republic. And this is very good, easy example that is possible fulfill maybe the deficit between the export and import and the mutual business. What is the perspective? Ambassador said it. We were talking about the industry for innovation. Including this is possible maybe talking about the cooperation in the this revolution with the IT solutions, with the artificial intelligence in the energy. I think that in the energy systems in the India is very good possible used our experiences from our problems in the Czech Republic, because we are small like the laboratory, but the results are possible used for the huge technologies and the huge systems, energy system like India. And we can giving on the table much more, maybe this kind of the mutual possibilities developed and discovered this potential.
Could you tell how many people have come along with you? How many? What is the profile of the people who have come with you?
People who have come in the contingent from Czech.
And also just out of the bilateral, what sort of products are exported from India and what sort of imports coming into India? If you can elaborate that as well.
With the Honorable Minister's indulgence, well, imagine that we are having these days in Chennai nearly 50 companies, 50 Czech Republic-based companies representing definitely, in particular, engineering. Talking about industry 4.0. For us, this so-called third industrial revolution, I mean the Czechs and Indians, started decades ago, when the Czech engineers and the Indian counterparts started designing and consequently building one of the largest engineering complexes in India, which is HEC. So manufacturing. And we do have a dozen of companies representing this particular sector. And I believe that they perfectly match the profile of the fair. We do have definitely automotive industry present here. We do have representatives of paper industry, because we do have one of Czech big giants in town. We do have with us representatives of the IT sector, metalworking industries, pharmaceuticals, engineering companies, chemical engineering companies. So I believe this is in actual the profile of those companies that have been accompanying Honorable Minister of Industry and Trade of the Czech Republic. And definitely Minister is absolutely right. Energy, we do have a couple of energy and energy-related components with us these ways. And these are, in fact, you know, the commodities or items that are being exported by the Czech Republic to India. And it is, you know, well, today, believe me, that regarding imports from India, this is not just that traditional stuff we imported decades or years ago. Not at all. This is also today about automotive industry, about pharmaceutical industry, about certain engineering components. So we are extremely pleased that we can see on both sides, well, products with a higher value added. But definitely, despite all the progress, achievements over the last couple of years, we would like to have more, substantially more. That is why we do participate not only at this fair, but we have attending Uttar Pradesh Investor Summit. We were with the Czech Republic in Andhra Pradesh to attend Partnership Summit. Definitely we were in West Bengal earlier this year when the authorities were hosted Global Business Forum. We were in Guwahati, Assam. So this is just to explain today we are in Tamil Nadu, that we are really trying to go as wide as we can and search for specific trade and investment opportunities across India.
I think that the Czech Republic is a very good partner for the India, not only for the traditional our relations, but we are a mix of everything. I mean that we have the traditional or is maybe working traditional business and companies like the mines companies, the steelworks companies, and the others, with very high technologies, with the ITs, with the operation IT systems and others, which is because from the one side in the European Union said this is the old business, it will be closed it because it's not perspective for our location and territory. It's not true. It's necessary, very good recognize how long will be working these factories, how long will be successful on the market, and continually changing this traditional business, the new businesses like maybe the industry for innovation and IT and electronic system. And this is, I believe, that very good possibility give you these experiences with this kind of the approach, and I think that the process is very similar in India, and it's possible talking. We will have to be talking about.
Maybe I will just add one, because next month the capital city of Tamil Nadu, Chennai, will become a headquarter of defense industry. As Chennai will be hosting the FEXPO 2018, definitely the Czech Republic will participate. We will be having Czech companies because defense and defense cooperation have traditionally been playing an important role in our bilateral relationship.
Oh, is Tamil Nadu?
Tamil Nadu is more favorable state for Czech
let me tell
investment.
you, the Czech business incubation has been started as a pilot project in Bangalore, you know, and that is to promote the small and medium sector of the Karnataka area to tie up with Czech companies. So similarly, they are absolutely very interested to study the possibility in Tamil Nadu, and as Madam Apurva will agree, you know, I mean, they have been excited about the possibilities here and the, you know, the entrepreneurship in Tamil Nadu itself. So there is a big possibility and they are interested. That is what we discussed. And that is why we have also tied up, EPC has signed an agreement with the Association of Small and Medium Business Groups in Czechoslovakia, and our responsibility will be to make the matchmaking, you know, of what is required there. Today, Czech is becoming a hub for the whole of Europe to procure materials. And they don't have that much of capacities and, you know, manpower. So a lot of it can work jointly with India to promote business in the whole of European region, you know, and that is exactly what the purpose of our tie-up today was.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Sir, do you promote small-scale industry in your country?
Small scale.
If so, what kind of products would you like to manufacture over there? And what facilities you give for a manufacturer?
Yes, we promoted it. I think that a good example is the contents and the members of our delegation, because these representatives are from this kind of segment of the business, and we are sure that this kind of the cooperation is very good for the making more stable the both economy in the India and the Czech, and we will have to do everything for it.
So this is Murli from Business Advisor. You said you are looking for partners. Have you been successful in identifying partners in engineering in Tamil Nadu? Is EPC, having a short list of partners as outcome of perhaps this IESS edition?
We will have at the end, at the conclusion of...
Okay.
See, because there are some potential which are already present here. You know, at the Czech booth, if you go, you will be able to discuss, and you can individually, you know, the companies and delegates who have come, they can interact. But our purpose is that over a period of the next 6 months to develop a database, you know, and then start these exchange programs.
You would like to add something?
But please, I'm still here, and I already have clear idea of where I go from here. So I'll be back in Chennai next month. And I believe that this kind of events are of paramount importance to increase awareness of the potential, to promote networking. But at the same time, what we would like to do, hopefully in close relationship with the EPC and other business partners here in Tamil Nadu, we will be talking to our respective constituencies. We will be talking to our businesses. We will be asking them to share with us their feedback. And on that basis, we will be telling them what more we, the authorities of the two countries, whether it is at the central level or at the state level or at the business to government level, what more we can do to help businesses in their efforts to promote relationships. And at the same time, whenever I travel, I'm encouraging people, please do ready to travel and visit us in the Czech Republic. This is in fact what happened last year when the EPC together with the Commerce and Industry Ministry organized really a robust participation at one of the largest engineering fairs in Europe, in the city of Brno. And you see, we do have results. The trade has increased quite dramatically over the last 2 years. We believe that in 2018 we will see yet another year. We are here not only with the businesses, but we are here also with some researchers, representatives of Czech universities. So we believe that we are united in our, I believe, jointly share willingness and agenda to take already thriving relationship between our two great nations forward.
In this edition of IESS, Czech Republic is the partner country. Now, in engineering products, what are the top 3 countries, other countries with which your country is partner, or where you have a lot of traction? And where does India rank in that list?
Yeah, sure. But our export, if we are talking about it, is going from the 85% to European Union countries. But why we are here, that the rest of it is the 50% we will have to develop, because the market in the European Union is limited, everything is depend on the growth or not growth of the economy in the European Union, and for the worst time we will have to be prepared from the another possibilities, another preparing businesses, and this is the reason why we have to develop the other businesses which are outside from the European Union.
Friends, we really have to move to the other program. If you want to know more about the Indo-Czech business possibilities, I think in the symposium that we are going to be having, you can hear and you will be able to learn more. I'd like to thank the Honorable Minister, Mr. Thomas Uner, and of course our Honorable Ambassador, Mr. Milan. Ahmed, thank you very much for participating in this, and we look forward to further discussions at the symposium. And this is the start of a new relationship, and we wish you all the best for the rest of your stay. Thank you. Thank you very much.